Listen, Indians, don't fly on 19th November. If you
Okay.
How many of people here are believing in astrology?
Hi everyone, my name is Gaurav and you're watching GS the English Academy. Today's video is a bit special. It's not about me, it's not about the people that I'm going to talk to, it's about the students of GS the English Academy. It means my students. So as you know that I have been running an institution offline where I have students from different age groups. So some of the students are going to give presentations on different topics. So I hope you will enjoy this particular video. If they make any kind of mistakes, please understand that learning a language is not an easy thing. So these people might have made some of the mistakes. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you really enjoy watching this video, do share that among your friends. Please continue watching.
So good evening everyone, I'm Sunny Sharma and I'm going to deliver a presentation on the topic of gambling apps. So let me tell you and let me define what is gambling. So gambling means that put something valuable on the hope and in the on risks and in the hope of that you would win the entire collection of the prize. So I don't know why people like our youth is getting addicted from these kind of apps. Because they don't know, they are not aware from the algorithm of the this kind of app. Because firstly they offer you the artificial amount that could be like any 10,000 and 12,000, but they think that it's a real money. But this is the algorithm of gambling apps, so you can't convert that in like real amount. That's also like that is only an artificial amount. And I don't know why like celebrity any like every influencer is promoting this kind of app. If I talk about like Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma and like Kapil Sharma is also promoting this kind of apps. So firstly, we have to understand that whenever we install this kind of apps, I'm talking about Rummy Circle and gambling apps, so we get the artificial amount and we thought that we can go for the risk because we will not lose something. So that is wrong, because that's a trap, because you will definitely get in the trap. So firstly you will invest your amount, so you win the most in like initial days. You win the most and you get the you get that dopamine level. So you, after getting so much prizes, like small prizes, you thought that after more investing you will get the big prize. So that's the trap that we need to understand. So don't just go and all, just wait and think about that, like what are you investing. If you are investing just a small amount, like that is pretty much like 20% of your income, so that is good. So you should not go for like an 80 and 90% of your income. So that's it. So like you should read term and condition of everything, and then you should go for that. Thank you.
So good evening everyone. Today I am here to give a presentation on the topic of astrology. So how many of people here are believing in astrology? So I also believe in that. Yeah. So firstly I will tell you what is astrology. So the movement of planets, earth, planets, planets are stars, moon. So it believes that these movements have influence on human life. Yeah. So astrology words comes from the Latin word astrologia, and it also mentioned in our Hindu Vedas as Jyotishi. See, in this 20th century, many people are believing in astrology all over the globe. The last study in 2022 in US says that more than a quarter people believes in astrology, in which 16% are older and remainings are younger. If I talk about in India, so in India there are Hindus in majority who believes in astrology. The percentage of Hindus are 73%, and the second one is Muslims who believes in astrology. The percentage of Muslims are 63%, and 6 are 59% who believes in astrology. Yeah. So in the India, we fix our auspicious day on we in India we fix our auspicious day after concerning about astrologer after consulting about auspicious day, and some people say that astrology is true or not, so it's up to you. It is a prediction which helps to set our future goals and achieve success. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. So, listen, Indians, don't fly on 19th November. If you fly by Air India, your flight will be hijacked by us like Khalistani. We are Khalistani. So nowadays we all are listening these slogans like we want Khalistan, we want Khalistan. But I would tell you about a super cop whose name is KPS Gill, Kanwar Pal Gill. He was an IAS officer. He was allotted Assam cadre, but his his specialty tackling with these kind of insurgency, these kind of people brought him to Punjab. It was the time of Operation Blue Star when the Indira Gandhi government, the then Indira Gandhi government, called the KPS Gill and made him the DGP, Director General of Police of Punjab. And KPS Gill tackle with these I don't want to use the word, these Khalistanis very brutally, and KPS Gill was became an accused of human right violation, and human right violation he faced many difficulties and cases against him like rape case and many things, but he was a super cop. Whenever still if you go to a Khalistani and say that do you know the Kanwar Pal Singh, so he will say that you are some kind of person, you are against us, you don't want us to get our nation and such kind of thing. I just want to say that if you have the determination at that time in 1980s, cops used to be afraid of these Khalistanis, like specifically Bhinderwal, but the super cop went to the Punjab and tackled with these insurgents and killed them. You can say that he make the Punjab peaceful state of India. It was very difficult to make Punjab peaceful, but now it's again going on the Khalistani movement in India. But I think that KPS Gill type person or cop needs to be have us again. That's all.
Good evening, everyone. I am from Lucknow, UP. Here, when I was a child, I came to Delhi with many hopes. Like I want to be that person, that great person, that good person. When I was in 5th class, my father was a company manager, so they used to took me. He used to took me into their company. Like he used to take me in their company to see how the accountants works, and then I decided to be a CA, chartered accountant. I learned accounting software in 7th like Tally, BZ. Then when I passed my 10th class, I saw my friends are taking science, so I also took science. So then my life goal changed from CA to be a engineer. Then when I passed my 11th class, I got motivation from Army, Air Force, Navy, so I decided to crack NDA. Even after cracking NDA, I literally lost my SSB interviews 2 times. Then I chose to be an engineer. Then I decided to be an engineer, so I cracked JEE. Then I am currently pursuing BTech from DTU. Still my goal is not to be an engineer, so still my goal is not to be an engineer, so I am teaching 12th class physics chemistry. So you can see this is one of my biggest regret, to not choose a particular goal. I have changed many times, so I want that you should not do that same mistake. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shivani. Today I'm going to give a presentation on adulthood. Like after 18 or 19 year teenage, we face very difficult phase of our life. Like many people and children are suffering from depression, loneliness, and anxiety. There was a friend of mine who used to go to work and work there, and after coming there, she don't even talk to their family, her family. She was not able to talk to her family because she don't feel familiar she did not feel familiar to them. She used to just listen music, dark music, and very sad music that time, and she get very depressed, and she used to get depressed. Even I was asked, when I asked her that what happened, what's going wrong in your life, she did share anything with me. Like she was in a relationship kind of thing, and then after 5 or 6 months she committed suicide. So that problem is, we all are facing that problem. Somewhere we get disappointed, or we also facing depression, but it's initial stage. Slowly this stage gets high, so we can't control ourselves from getting there. So adulthood is facing difficulties nowadays. Like generation is not happy or not familiar with their families also. So that's the major issue. So we should give time to our friends, and we should talk what we are feeling to overcoming from this situation. Thank you.
So, good evening everyone. So, as we know, we are talking about presentation. So, I am going to present a topic which is about my career. So, I would like to talk about myself. When I was in school, I was not into studies. I did not know what I would be after completing my 12th class. So, I used to follow hard. I was not interested in anything. So, when I completed my 10th class, I got to know. So now this is a time to choose my career path. So I didn't got much marks, so I had to choose arts. When after completed my graduation, then I thought now this is a time to making a career, but I did not have any chance to do anything because I was not into in studies. So when I got to know about English, so I started learning English, and I started brushing my communication skills. Then after that I started talking to people. Now I can say to myself, like after some years I could make my career, and I would like to say making a career is not a child's play. That's all.
Good evening everyone. Today I am going to talk about something which is very important part of our lives and essential part of our life. Without it we can't survive. So I am going to talk about water crisis. Water crisis refers to a situation where there is a shortage of clean and safe water for people to use. Water crisis is also a health crisis. In India, there are more than 1 million people are dying because of water sanitation and clean water. So there are so many causes of water crisis, but there are most water crisis causes are overpopulation and over mismanagement of water and over consumption. But we can save water by harvesting and recycle rainwater. That's it.
Good evening all, my name is Saru. Today I will Today I am here to tell you deforestation. About deforestation. There are many students who know about what is deforestation. So today I will come here to tell about more information of deforestation. Firstly, I will tell you about what is deforestation. Deforestation is the process where cutting down trees and make their industries on that place. Trees are very essential for our life, mostly living beings on the earth. We all know during corona pandemic there was very less amount of oxygen cylinder because of deforestation. So planting more trees is the best solution to reduce deforestation. We all together planting more trees and save the future future and trees. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. My name is Muskan Malik and today my topic is natural resources. Nature has given us many wonderful gifts that not only help us to survive but also to live one life in a prosperous way. So this gift is natural resources, and these natural resources help us to make our life easy and comfortable. And natural resources are naturally available in our environment like air, land, coal, etc. And two type of natural resources. First is renewable and second is non-renewable. So renewable natural resources is one of that can be used again and again, sun, water, air, etc. And non-renewable natural resources, natural resources that are not renewable, but also they take many years to regenerate, like petroleum, coal, etc. So how can we save our natural resources? So first is the three things help save our natural resources: reduce, reuse and recycle. And we will use solar panel so we can save our electricity. And we can save water if we use rainwater. And recycling of 1 ton paper so can save almost 4000 kW energy and 17 trees. That's it.
Everyone, my name is Priyanshu Tripathi and today I am going to tell about something, Sun Konark temple. So this temple is also called to Black Pagoda, like because the dark stones used in this temple for the constructing. And this temple is built by Narsim Dev first in 13th century AD from Ganga dynasty, and it is situated on the coast of Odisha. And this temple is famous for his major features, like this temple is famous for his 7 horses, a pair of 7 horses to denote 7 days in a week, and 12 wheels in this temple so denote to 12 months in a year, and also denote to a clock, so also denote to a clock, a sundial in ancient times. And this temple is famous for his stone carving. And now I am telling about his legacy. So today this site is not popular for tourism and pilgrims, but also it's provide a space for cultural activities and other things. So that's it, sir.
Good evening everyone, my name is Chetna. So today my topic is the famous company for coffee. So as we know that there is a many companies in India to sell the coffees like Brew, Nescafe, but I am going to tell you about the famous company of coffee which is sell Starbucks. So Starbucks is a famous company for coffee. Before he sell the coffee, he sell the coffee beans. And on this planet there is a one biggest coffee brand which sell coffee. And I am going to.
Good evening everyone, my name is Sapna Chaurasia. Nowadays most of the people engaged in social media, even kids also in social media, and in social media there are rumors, news, and we are not able to find which is realistic and which is fake. So I am talking about deep fake. Recently there is a news based on Rashmika Mandanna, and she entered in elevator and her dress is questionable, and everyone thought she is Rashmika Mandanna, and everyone comment their accounts. But after one day, so we find she is not Rashmika Mandanna. We found that she was not Rashmika Mandanna. That is a fake news. that was fake news. So what is the meaning of deep fake? Deep means it is a machine learning. It is also type of artificial intelligence, and fake means unrealistic. So deep fake meaning is deep fake meaning is there is a facial expression, voice, audio, and with the help of artificial intelligence, and we make the videos of that person that is not real. So every side is a two effect, positive or negative. So firstly I tell you the negative effect of deep fake. So negative effect is it rumors the news, and it also create a civil war, because in deep fake we create a audio like our prime minister, our president, and we rumors the news which is not for which is a negative impact of our India. So it creates a civil war. When I am talking about, it has a negative impact on our country. When I am talking about positive impact, so first point is advertisement. It decreases the cost of advertisement, and in future company bought a license of an actor or actress to create a video or like advertisement. So it is a good for our entertainment or industries. So what is the conclusion of deep fake? So our minister Chandrasekhar has to create a like a legal authentication against fake news. So thank you.
Good evening everyone. Today my topic is tourism in India. So there are many places to visit in India, and many people come from abroad countries, and there is a meaning of tourism in normal way, like we wandering here and there. But the official meaning of tourism is like if you are wandering more than 24 hours and less than 1 year, so it can be tourism. Let's suppose if we go for our like relatives home for 2 or 3 months, so it can be tourism. And if somebody wants to go abroad for 1 and 2 hours, so it can be not tourism, like it can be work for or any business to business and business trip. And there are 3 type of like tourism, like inbound, three types of tourism. First is domestic, second is inbound, and third is outbound. So domestic is like if you are wandering less than 24 hours, it can be, and like domestic tourism, and it would be like in their country. And inbound tourism is like if somebody is coming from their country to our country, it can be inbound, and if we are going to other country, it can be outbound. That's it.